Catherine here, and today I'm going to talk about my 500th lucid dream. I had my 500th lucid dream last week, and I've been looking forward to this moment. I thought when I had this dream, whatever it was, I would make a video about it. I've talked a lot about lucid dreaming in general, but maybe less going into depth with the actual dream material. So today I'll walk through one. In this one, I'm not lucid to begin with. I'm just having a typical dream where I'm in the kitchen. It doesn't look like my own kitchen, but it's supposed to be my own kitchen. And I see in the sink that the drain filter has a bunch of black beans and also little brown bugs that kind of look like beans in it. And I'm alarmed, so I'm looking around for a place to dump them out. And when I look, I find that under the sink there are just huge clumps of slugs and other insects in there, worms, segmented worms, maybe like millipedes or something, and I'm feeling very disgusted. As a side note, this is of course not a good dream symbol. I can't believe this problem has gotten so bad without me noticing, and I'm feeling overwhelmed to do something about it. At some point, I lose the filter, and I can't even find the insects that I was looking to dump. I think that's funny pun, perhaps. I feel like I kind of like can keep it together, but then like I lose my filter, and then I'm saying things I don't need to be saying. Also, I see on the counter there's all these empty cereal bags that my partner has just left there, and I'm picking them up, just all these empty bags, crumpling them up, and then I even find an empty plastic bag that there were some hot dog buns in, and I crumple this up. And then I throw them away in a trash can in my mom's bedroom. Not even gonna comment there, but okay, yeah. My husband's left a bunch of plastic trash, and I throw them away in my mom's bedroom. Anyway, so I'm feeling irritated about it, and then it's a shift. There's a shift, and I'm driving. I'm on the highway, and I realize I'm in the passenger seat of the car. And so at first, my first inclination is I need to like climb out and get in the driver's seat immediately. But this is actually one of my lucid dream cues, is that I'm driving and something isn't quite right. So I get out of the mode of driving. Sorry, I'm distracted because these puppies are wrestling under my feet. Maybe you can hear them. Anyways, I stop. I decide I must be dreaming. I look at my hands, and they look sort of misshapen and weird. So I am certain that I'm dreaming now, and I don't even worry about the car, which is actually impressive to me. Normally, I feel like I would take pains to deal with the situation, but at this point, I just drop it immediately. And I remember my intention is to relax. So I just close my eyes and I take 3 very long breaths, and they feel like extremely long breaths, like longer than a breath would normally take. And when I open my eyes and I'm in a new scene, I think perhaps outside of an airport. So this is something I've been working on, is becoming lucid, and then just like meditating, breathing, grounding, like just not rushing to change the dream or do something about it. And this is something I feel like we could do more in our own lives, is just like stopping when we're caught up in the drama of everything, and just pausing and kind of like becoming present and grounded. I also believe that when we do things in the dream, for instance, in a lucid dream, that it's kind of magnified the impact. So I'm pleased with this, that I was able to remember and successfully stop for the 3 long breaths. This is just like a pause that is so good for our nervous systems, and like for our tendencies to kind of be in autopilot and caught up in our lives dramas. So it occurs to me actually at this moment that perhaps I should go work on the bug issue, the thing with the sink. And I do believe that lucid dreams are a place where we can engage with our dream symbols, to try to perform some kind of like psycho magic to change them, alter their course, and that this has an impact on our actual psyches, on our lives, like when we can do it in here using the language of the psyche. So that's my first inclination, but I also have a practice currently of just kind of trusting that I can ask my higher self to take me where I need to go. So that's what I do. I say, take me to where I need to go. And immediately I start falling backward and I'm just like sinking down. And I see that even though it's daylight, that there are stars in the sky, but eventually everything turns black and I'm more in the void space that I've spoken about in another video. And there's still stars. So I'm just fixing my gaze on the stars and like trying to stay focused as I fall back very quickly. Eventually, though, the stars start to twist and twirl, and I lose my focus, and then I pop out in a new scene, and I'm actually back in the kitchen. And once again, it doesn't look like my usual kitchen, but it's like supposed to be the kitchen, and I'm looking for the bugs. I've got my husband on the phone, and he's talking to my brother who's a builder, and they're trying to figure out like what to do, how to replace this, fix it. There's also two children there who are recommending that I need some really strong cleaning spray to fix it. But I'm looking around, and actually I don't see any bugs or any trace of anything. It's just like an absolutely beautiful brand new sink, and it's like even the wood is it's all like really fine crafted wood, like you'd see in like a fancy rustic Italian restaurant or something. Like I can even smell it, which is interesting because your olfactory is supposed to be disabled in the vast majority of your dreams, but I must have been close enough to emerging from the dream that I could smell. So I could smell the wood, and I'm just sitting there admiring it and looking everywhere. um, Drawers, cabinets, but it's completely different and new. And so I feel myself waking up. The sounds of my room are intruding so much that I can feel myself being pulled out. And I ask, why can't I find it? Why can't I find the bugs? And a voice answers, because it's not here anymore. So then I say, thank you, bless you, and then I wake up. I believe I tend to believe that a disembodied voice in a dream is coming from sort of like on high. It's like your higher self speaking, or maybe like a guiding spirit or something like this. So I felt very grateful for that message of it's not here anymore. And upon reflection, I'm so glad that this is the 500th dream, because I feel like it's a really good example of how we can do the good work in the dream. I mean, taking that moment, like I said, to pause and not just like frantically, fly off and, see if I can go to India or something, but just to actually pause, slow down, um, lend myself to wherever my higher self, my psyche, the dream wants me to go, and I end up where I actually believe I should. But it's kind of like, I have that confirmation that that's where I should go because that's where I was. um, and then I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't have to kill the bugs or spray them with special spray or hire a construction crew to do something, to like, it was all already done. But it's just kind of like the intention and that kind of the cleansing, pausing, breathing, that's cleared it up for me. And it's not even just clean, it's completely reworked. It's way more beautiful than it was before. So it's hard to say, like, what is the direct impact of this little bit of dream work. Um, I don't know. There's different theories about what the dream means in the first place. It's in the kitchen, in the sink, so this could be certainly health, body related. but there's actually an I Ching hexagram. It's called Nourishment, that talks about it's supposed to be a mouth, and the message of the hexagram is about how we take in energy and we put energy out with our words. I mentioned like losing my filter and just like whatever's coming out, but also what energy do we take in. So this has a dual meaning, because of course we're eating and drinking, and what we eat and drink tells a lot, and how we eat and drink tells a lot about where we're at. But also, what energy are we taking in? What people are around us? What situations? Where do we reside? Where do we find ourselves? So I think that's speaking to me when I wonder about the meaning of this dream. Is kind of like what I'm nourishing myself with, how I'm nourishing myself, and also how mindful I am about speaking, or what comes out of me to others, like how others are being nourished or not by me. So that's basically, I think, where the work was going, and I do feel grateful for this dream. I'm grateful that it's one that I get to share, and I'm one of very few people that really cares that I had 500 lucid dreams, but it's really exciting to me, so I'm happy to put it on YouTube, I guess, and that's pretty much what I have to share. Thank you for listening, for watching, and I hope to update you again soon. Bye.